This is your girl Luck, and if you're not keeping it real, you're not keeping it a buck. Let's go. Hey, welcome to Only Way Out presents Keeping It a Buck with Luck. Y'all already know I am your girl Lucky, and today I'm sitting alongside my guy drinking the mimosas.
Yeah, you know how
I thought it was gin and juice, y'all. Blaccjaqq, what's good?
Blaccjaqq, what's good, man?
First, I want to say welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome home. You did a little short stint.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I was 4 months.
Yep,
4 months.
Yep.
I was crazy because I was in court the day that you got sentenced.
Right.
And
supporting, showing straight love.
Yeah, I was showing love. I was showing love because I knew you was gonna be there, but also my cousin was getting sent. My cousin got sentenced right after you. We talked about that a little bit.
Yep,
you already know that story, but you know, I wanted to know from you, like, what did you expect that day? Like, was you expecting to walk out?
I mean, I was kind of expecting to walk out because I was on ankle monitor already, and I was just like, damn, you know what I mean? Why send me to jail when I did everything I was supposed to do on ankle monitor? But still in the back of my mind, I knew I could probably.
Yeah, like, okay, so I didn't get that. So you, what did you go to? Because what were you on the ankle monitor for?
Same thing, the same charge. They just put me on ankle monitor until I went to court.
Oh.
Yeah, and basically the judge told me when he put me on ankle monitor, he was like, shit, you know, I'm gonna give you straight probation when if you do everything on the ankle monitor you're supposed to do.
So what the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I was shocked. I was just like, damn, but I knew it was still a chance because my lawyer told me he might not always.
You know what I think it is? I think it is actually the climate that is here in the capital region right now. And like just sitting through the cases that were getting called that day and the case after yours. I think like sometimes, unfortunately, you're like paying for what others have done. So they're looking at it like, you know what?
Hands of one, hands of all.
Right. Like it's not, they didn't separate the situation. Like, cause I feel like sometimes like I'm watching the judge as the day, like as cases are going and he's like upset about things that are transpiring. Like this needs to stop. So I think he probably felt like I'm gonna sit him down so you don't end up like some of the cases that we have that we're seeing like afterwards. So
Facts.
So doing a county bid, I hear that is worse than being in state prison. I don't know if you've ever been in state prison before. Have you ever been in state prison?
I've been in state prison.
What is worse, the county or the state prison?
County.
Now, why is the county so bad? Because people say the county is a mess. Like what? Like why?
The county is like meant to be like that because it's really like that ain't your permanent home. Like when you go to the state, when you go up the road, that's like your home because you might be doing 10 years. You can't be on some county shit and you're doing 10 years. They got to feed you real food. They got to give you things that you would get in real life, you know what I mean? Rather than the little state trade, the little bullshit, you know what I mean? They got to give you the real spiel because that's where you can be living for a time.
What did they just give you enough to like sustain life in the county? It's not funny.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's what they always say. I was working in the kitchen when I was in the county too. So it was really like they always used to say, we feed y'all enough to see y'all can live. Promise, that's what they used to say all the time. Like they was like, we feed y'all just so y'all can live.
How much did you feel like you lost? Did you feel like you lost a lot of weight, or
nah?
Well, you was able to work in the kitchen, so you got
I was working. I was working in the kitchen. I was working out. You know what I'm saying? I had a little money on my books and shit like that, so I was straight. You know what I mean? I was living a good life for real.
That's the job to get. I mean, I don't want nobody to go to jail.
Right.
Please, people, don't. This jail is not the place to be.
It's not.
But I mean, that's the place to work if you're gonna be like, you're trying to eat.
If you're gonna be there, be productive, man. Do something with your time, man, because that's the only way you're gonna get through it fast. Otherwise, you're gonna be involved in the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Do you feel a lot of people just like sitting around up in here?
Yep. And I always used to get on niggas like. I was me personally, I was the pastor of my pod. I was actually in they calling prayer call, like prayer call.
You was in there preaching to them? Yeah, you ain't telling me that.
I mean, they doing the prayers for niggas and all that shit, you know what I mean? All the sinful people. You know, I'm sinful too, but you know, all these little motherfuckers in here doing that bad shit and all that, bro. I be trying to help niggas out, bro, the best way I can, because that's what I feel like I'm here for. You know what I mean? So
your name Blaccjaqq. Now, is it Blaccjaqq Immortal or just Blaccjaqq?
It's Blaccjaqq. But the immortal part came from like a time where it's a long story, man. Like I was I was locked up, and you know I got my name Blaccjaqq from prison too because I hit for 600 on the poker table. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
When I hit for 600, they're like, Blaccjaqq, that's Blaccjaqq, 21. Then they start calling me 21. So I'm just like, bro, stick with Blaccjaqq.
Yeah, you
So,
can't be 21. It's already a 21.
Right. So everybody started calling me Blaccjaqq and all that. And the mortal part came from because I was writing music in there, and everybody was just like, bro, your music's so hard, bro. You're going to live forever, bro. You're going to live forever through your music. So I was like, word,
Okay.
Blaccjaqq Immortal.
Okay.
You feel me?
All right. I like that.
Yep.
I like that because everybody should, like, I feel that everybody should leave something on this earth that allows them to live.
Exactly. Just
forever.
like Pop. Pop, he immortal. Like, regardless if he here physically, spiritually, he's still here because he still can move.
He's still on the top. I think it was, I'm not sure if it's 100 or 50, but top most streamed artist. He's like in the top 20, I believe.
Yeah, that's like the god of rap, god of hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. So I know you're from South Carolina.
Right.
You're from South Carolina, but you're now here in upstate New York.
Yep.
So why upstate New York? Why, like, what brought you up this way?
Well, when I was locked up, when I was in prison, I actually took a trade.
Okay.
I started welding.
Now, where were you in prison?
I was in prison in King Mountain, Virginia.
You all over the place. Okay.
Yeah.
Or did they send you there?
My original charge was in South Carolina.
Okay.
I got extradited to Virginia for more charges. Got convicted and did a prison bid.
Okay, we're gonna stay out of jail, right?
Yeah, we get out of
Please.
there.
Okay.
Straight to the music.
So why are you here? Look, back to that.
I started welding in prison. You know, I started welding, and when I came home, they gave me a couple schools to go to. So I went to Florence Darlington Tech and got certified to be a welder. Then the teacher gave me a contract. He said, "Do you want a contract?" I could have went to Redwood, California, New Jersey, Ohio, Dallas. But I chose Albany because one of my brothers.
No, I love home, but I'm just a Cowboys fan, so that's
right. One of my brothers was up here, so I was just like, "Damn, bro, where you at in New York?" He's like, "I'm in Albany." I was like, "Yeah, I got a little contract out there." So I'm gonna come out there. And I came out here before I even had the contract, so I was kind of thugging it, trapping, and did little shit like that.
Okay.
And when I got started welding, I got my crib. You know, everything was on from there.
Okay. All right. Because I was like, but it makes sense, like, to know somebody, and you're like, okay, like. Yep. So how long have you been up here?
December 5th will make 3 years.
Oh wow! So you still new. How you like it up here?
I mean, I love it up here. It's just, you know, you got a little funny shit be going on, man. People,
it's funny stuff everywhere.
Yeah, it is. But up here, I take it a little bit more personal.
Why?
I don't know, man. It's just like people be doing shit on that level. Like, people really. It's just like the city is the New York, period, is like the home of everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's the home of shiesty shit. It's the home of fucking scamming. It's the home of the dirty niggas. Like, it's the home of that type of shit. Like,
stop saying that. You really trying to keep it a buck?
I'm serious.
You called us shiesty.
For real, like, these niggas out here crazy. Like, I fuck with niggas, but, you know, like.
Yeah, but you do. But there are a lot of cons, a lot of scams. Like, I do understand that you do have to be mindful. I haven't lived anywhere but New York, so I don't know how I will feel, say, if I live. Well, I could say this about being down south. Y'all slow as hell. Y'all do everything slow. Can y'all pick up the damn pace? Like, so moving up here, does that even affect you?
I mean, yeah, it did, because I had to kind of catch up to what was going on. Now when I go down there, I be driving 80 miles per hour.
Yeah, acting crazy. They be probably like, what is your problem?
They be like, where the fuck are you going? Like, where you going? You know what I mean?
So I have met you, like, at the Show the World Showcase. Shout out to ADG.
ADG, shout out ADG.
Pesci,
man.
Diego, shout out you guys. And when I saw you perform, like, I loved your energy. And usually I don't try to be talking to nobody. I'm actually, like, kind of sort of antisocial. You wouldn't know that by being around me. If I'm comfortable with you, I'm comfortable with you. But when you got off the stage, I was like, I like him. I liked your energy. You were different. It obviously you stood out because you're not from here, but it was just different. You brought, like, a different type of energy, a different type of feel. And I was like, I'm gonna follow him and I'm just gonna get his information because, like, I really feel like that you're super dope and you're super talented.
Yeah, good.
So at least from what I saw. So what I want to do, like I told you before, I listened to your music for the first time. Mm-hmm. You sent me 2 tracks, and one of them is My Love. So that's going to be the first track. So I'm going to see if the same person, the same energy, the same talent that I saw that night is going to be the same that I hear, like, today.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you how I feel about it.
Right.
Don't throw no chairs at me if I don't like like your music.
I might
Don't
throw it
catch no more
hey.
charges.
I might throw something at you.
All right, so let's get into My Love.
All right. Blaccjaqq.
Look up what it do, blood.
The middle of the winter, I'm still posted with the shits. For the trap, I got a passion, all this bread I can't resist. It's a code of conduct, nigga, you don't follow, you get blicked. I done got down on my knees and told the Lord to get me rich. I can't be like none of these rappers, I'm gon' slide about my nigga. I'm a natural born trapper, I'm gon' die about them digits. Money, all that's on my mind, bustin' pints and pouring sixes. You ain't never did no time, then you can't tell me about no sentence. Benjamin Franklin be calling my name, it get annoying, I can't ignore it. Sipping that drink, it be taking the pain. I get the porn, then I be snoring, rocking couture, nickel and diamond while pushing the Porsche. She like to see me in Christian Dior, breaking her back while she making that noise. I get so childish, I play with them toys. Cartier frames, I feel like a dork. Ain't no confusion, we go to the source. Married to money, can't get a divorce. Stay in the game, I can't get off the court. Beautiful bitches got all type of sorts. Working the pot, tell her go get the door. We don't be checking no price in the store. Hey, keep it a stack with all my dogs. I can't wait to see us shine in the NBA, but we gon' ball. Girl, that shit don't make no sense, the way that ass look in them draws. Hit a nigga with that swag, he ain't check, I'm getting off. Hey. Keep it a stack with all my dogs. I can't wait to see us shine in the NBA, but we gon' ball. Girl, that shit don't make no sense, the way that ass look in the draw. Hit a nigga with that swag, he ain't check, I'm getting off.
Look up what it do, blood.
Yeah. Blaccjaqq, yeah, it's a lot to process, right? Yeah.
It's a different energy
Right,
from what I saw, but it definitely gave me like a similar feeling. Like you like super smooth. It's like you float on the beat. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know how to feel. Like I feel like I need to hear it again. Like I love this song. I love I guess it's a sample. I'm assuming it's a sample.
Yeah, so.
The production on the track, your voice, like everything is just like so smooth and like effortless. It's like you also give me that like the era that I grew up in. Like I grew up in the 90s. So you give me that feel too. It's like kind of nostalgic for me.
Yep, thank you.
So like it's definitely I'm definitely feeling it was dope. It was dope.
I appreciate that.
So in talking to you, you told me that, you have a story.
Right. Yep.
I know we can't get into your whole story, but I want to know what is unique about your story.
I mean, it's a lot I could say, but the most like pivotal thing of my life was, I was when I was younger, I had like people always used to tell me, hey bro, you can rap, bro, you should be rapping. And I was rapping since I was 13, but once I started really like getting in the streets and everything and, letting all that drive me out of basketball, it drove me out of all sports.
You played ball?
Yeah, I used to ball, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it drove me out of all that. The streets drove me out of everything. And it was it became like a thing where this way I'm making my money. This way I see all my love coming from everybody that's around me. They love me for doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where I was just like strictly on the street shit. Like I just strictly was hitting licks, doing all the extra shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, it's a long story, but I was doing counterfeit. I was doing counterfeit money, making hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, everything. And I was sweeping the nation, you know what I'm saying? I would really state to state, all type of shit, like, and
that's why your tail got shipped back to Virginia.
Yeah, I was doing some wild shit, you know what I'm saying? And it get crazy. But when I was laying down, when I was actually doing my time, I started rapping, you know what I'm saying? I started really getting into it because I had fans. I had people that were really looking into me and really kind of writing me and shit, like, and they were like, oh, bro, when you come home? So I'm like, I come home this time, I'm gonna be on around this time and shit like that. And, everybody just kind of like put me in a position to where I ain't had no choice but to rap. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I ain't trying to go back to jail. I don't know how many niggas is trying to go back to jail. I ain't gonna do nothing to put myself back in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Not unless a nigga pull up on me with some crazy shit and I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, like I really been trying to keep myself together and actually do this music thing. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit get crazy. I mean, we could talk more about it later, though. We could talk more about it later.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into
personal
it.
Level.
Okay. I do have another question because you talked about street stuff. I typically see you, I don't see it today unless it's tucked away, but I typically see you with a black flag. I don't know nothing about nothing. I grew up in the suburbs. I love to say that.
Yeah.
But what does the black flag represent?
I mean, it's my trademark. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around black flags. I grew up around people, you know, everybody kind of pushing the black flag, you know what I'm saying? So I actually kind of took that and made it my trademark, made it something that I'm going to stand on. My name Blaccjaqq. You know what I'm saying? I stand on my flag, you know what I mean? So
is it like an affiliation or?
Yeah, it's something like an affiliation.
Okay.
It's something like that.
So we don't have to say whom or what, but like, how did that come to be? Like, how did the affiliation come to be?
I was around all that. I was around everybody that was around me, black flag. You know what I'm saying? Since I was younger, I was like 8 when I recognized it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, why everybody like this? East side, black flag, black flag, black flag. So I'm like, hey, what's that? And they like, oh, it's this. All right, let me get it. I want to be part of that. You know what I mean? And since I was 13.
Wow. So, like, being that you were been affiliated since 13, like, have you ever been afraid for your life?
Yeah, several times. I ain't gonna really say afraid. I would say I was cautious about what was going on around me because I know niggas that, like, lost their life to the black flag, you know what I'm saying, to that type of shit. So it was really more like, you know, now that I'm part of this, I got to really watch what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I really got to watch how I'm moving because I was still moving the same way. You know what I'm saying? I was still just everywhere, you know what I'm saying? West side, north side, I was still everywhere where I wasn't supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? With the black flag. I mean, I guess niggas just ain't caught up to me, you know what I mean?
Do you think, like, that type of life, do you sometimes become, I asked several people this question, but do you become, like, numb to, like, death? Or people be getting injured, jail.
I mean, me personally, I could never be numb to death. I feel people die in Albany, like, God bless everybody's soul, you know, who passed. But, you know, when people die in Albany, I still feel that. You know what I'm saying? I still feel it because it's around me. You know, yeah. I don't think you can ever get used to death. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there ain't no coming back from that.
It ain't no
That's
coming
permanent.
Back. Ain't no coming back. You only get one of these things.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so the next song that you sent in is Understand Me.
Yep.
Right? So before we get into it, I just want you to, like, give me, like, a little breakdown, little background of, like, what Understand Me is about. What was the vibes when you wrote it? Did you write it? Did you punch in? Like, what was the vibes?
I wrote music when I was behind the wall, but when I came home, this was actually the first song I wrote.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I came home, and, you know, I kind of wanted to reflect on where I came from, so I mentioned a couple streets in the song, Gulf Street, Oakland Ave. You know what I'm saying? These are places I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? I grew up at these places, hometown type shit. And I was really in the zone, like, I just want people to understand me. You know, I want people to kind of feel me, you know what I'm saying, where I come from, because I ain't no different from nobody else.
All right. So let's get into it. Understand Me.
T-shirt cost like $200. Come round the block and they running from it. Thought I wasn't gon' do nothing. Spiffy as hell, got all the colors. Got pink money, got blue money. Hopped out the whip, got all the ducats. Don't think a nigga won't shoot something. Street nigga since 13. Project baby on Gulf Street. Oakland Ave, we was serving bags, cause being broke is the worst thing. No, I'm really not an earthling. I fuck plenty bitches on another planet. Get that money is the first thing, but I love you, baby, hope you understand me. I can cannot wait on no bread. I gotta go get it, I know where it's at. Been out here thugging, I'm just like a dyke, cause they know that young nigga gon' stay with a strap. Bitch, I'm immortal, cause if they couldn't kill me, I'm still gonna live, cause I live through my raps. Reincarnation, that shit don't exist, and I hope that it don't, cause I don't wanna come back. If you die once, then you ain't gonna die twice, so stop thinking you hard and just live your little life. I might start beating my chest like gorillas do. If you my op, then I swear it's on sight. This big go forward, it got 33 bullets, and I keep it on me, so why would I fight? Ain't got no time for no bitch with no ass, get the fuck out my face, cause you know what I like. Skinny little nigga, my hood, I got muscle with black and white flash, cause they know I got stripes. I'm in the back of the Jeep with the Draco, the windows is tinted, get caught at the light. Fuck the police, boy, they know I got money, so they don't say nothing, they let that boy strike. Since I was 8, I was playing with pistols, this shit here, the struggle is part of my life. Yeah. Street nigga since 13, Project Baby on Gulf Street. Oakland Ave, we was serving bags, cause being broke is the worst thing. No, I'm really not an earthling, I fuck plenty bitches on another planet. Get that money is the first thing, but I love you, baby, hope you understand me. Street nigga since 13, Project Baby on Gulf Street. Oakland Ave, we was serving bags, cause being broke is the worst thing. No, I'm really not an earthling, I fuck plenty bitches on another planet. Get that money is the first thing, but I love you, baby, hope you understand me, hope you understand me. Hope you understand me.
Sheesh. I'm bumping that in the car when I leave. I'm bumping that in the car when I leave.
Yes,
But I'm going to say little booties matter. Y'all going to stop. Y'all going to stop hating on the little booties. Little booties matter. All right? I just want to tell you that.
I feel you.
But I want to know, what has music brought to your life?
What has it brought?
Mm-hmm.
It's brought a lot of good people. It brought a lot of good people in my life. You know, it brought a lot of attention and a lot of problems.
Okay. The attention part. Let's talk about the attention part really quick. Because how does that affect relationships?
Oh, it's drastic. It's drastic. You know, you gotta really have an understanding with your other, you know, to let them know what you're going into. You know what I mean? You can't just, you know, cause the music, the entertainment business it's sustained more than music. You know what I'm saying? This stretches through a lot of platforms. You know, a lot of people gonna want to get close to you. A lot of people and you got a lot of people that's willing to help you. But you know what I mean? It's just rather you dealing with a person who know how to balance them type of things. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're dealing with a person who just kind of like one-sided and they just want this, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna have no room for that. You know what I mean? So,
I don't know how I'll be, because we was talking about that behind the scenes before you got here. I'm a super jealous person.
Right.
I don't think that I could handle it.
Yeah,
I would
tough.
probably
It's
be
tough.
Wilding
It's tough.
thinking
It's
you
tough.
talking to everybody. You and everybody
another thing,
face.
it's up to these rap niggas to actually let they woman know, you know what I'm saying, and show they woman, prove they woman that's the only one and she the only one they want. You know, she the only one
All right,
he
preach
want.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of niggas, they get so influenced by the game and they get so stuck into what's going on. A lot of these niggas don't be ready for the game. You know what I'm saying? Cause the game come with a lot of things. You know, people think they ready, but I done been around people that actually kind of spill some game on me. This ain't coming from me. It's coming from them. You know what I'm saying? They like, a lot of people tell you it ain't what you think it is. It ain't easy. It definitely ain't easy. You can rap all you want to, but it consists more than that. You know what I mean? It consists way more than that. I never sell my soul. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that a lot of people really get into. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna talk
Anybody
about
ever tell you, speaking of souls, you have an old soul? I know you're young, but you have an old soul. You're it's like you've been here before. You ever heard that
Right.
before? It's like
Yeah,
you've been here
I
before.
did.
That's how I
did.
feel. I feel like you have an old soul. I know you're young, but just you have maybe just life and life lessons. Maybe that's what's pouring through.
Really, prison taught me a lot of shit.
Okay.
You know, really, prison taught me discipline. Just a lot of morals. It taught me a lot of morals and principles, you know what I mean, in life, period. You know what I mean? And I actually praise God heavy. You know what I mean? I'm a real believer. So, you know, God kind of showed me the way. He gave me the knowledge, wisdom, understanding I need for any journey I'm going on. You know what I mean? Regardless if I ask him or not, he get it to me. You know what I mean?
Okay. So I do want to know, what aspect of music do you like the most? Do you like writing, performing, or let's see, I don't know. What do you like the most? Writing, performing, putting a project together? What do you like the most about being an artist?
I think it's putting a project together.
And why is that?
Because I really get to be creative.
Okay.
You know, because I make anything you hear, I make it, you know what I'm saying, except the beats. Other than that, I engineer my own shit. You know, I do all the extra shit. But You know what I mean? I really think it's the process of making a project, because I actually get to do the things that, you know, a lot of people don't get to do. You know what I mean? I actually can get to sit down, come up with my own art in my mind, call my mans, he go ahead and make that joint for me. I give him the detail, he make it for me. I actually get to pick my beats. I write my songs. I take my time with my projects. You know what I'm saying? I try to be consistent, but a lot of the time is, you know, life get to you. You got other shit going on. So,
always, yeah.
You know.
So speaking of projects, Jack of All Trades 3
Yep.
is coming out on Halloween.
Yep,
Why
yep.
Halloween?
You know, all the jokes came out on Halloween. You know, I picked that day because, you know, that's just a night where everybody get to be themselves. You know, if you really want to wear a fucking dress and you a man, you can wear a dress.
Because it's Halloween.
Because it's Halloween.
And get away with it.
So I made a tape. I made Jack of All Trades, really just to kind of have fun on that night. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want people to hear it, have fun, enjoy themselves on that night. But, you know, I come up with all my more serious music throughout the way.
Okay. What's the vibes on this one, number 3?
I think we're a little bit more deeper. We're a little bit more scarier. You know, we on some Michael Myers shit.
We on Michael Myers time?
Yeah, we on Michael Myers time. If we could get in Michael Myers' brain, that's what Joke 3 would be.
Okay.
Michael Myers' mind.
So you are about to do a show in Atlanta, right? So tell me a little bit about the show. Are you as someone who's the headliner? Are you opening for somebody?
I'm supposed to be opening for French Montana. I don't know if he's gonna show up. Hopefully, he do.
Don't say he's not gonna show up. He's gonna be there.
Hopefully he do. You know, I don't know, but you know, like the promoter, my cousin Cece. Shout out Cece Sargent. You know what I'm saying? She already know what she did for a nigga. She said she lined me up with the show. You know what I'm saying? She got me in the booth, got me in the building, and I appreciate everything. I appreciate everything, man. Anybody who let me perform in their establishment, you know, we're gonna start charging after a while, but you know
start getting that bread.
I gotta get my money, but you know, right now I'm just having fun. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I forgot all about a camera.
That's good. that's
Word.
what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to do.
Give me mimosa.
All right. So besides the show, in Atlanta, like what else could we look forward from you? Like what else you got going on besides the Jack of All Trades? Or how do you say it? JOAT 3. JOAT 3. Besides that, what else can we expect from you?
You know, I got some visuals coming. You know, I got a visual for Undertaker coming soon. You know, and I'm really working on more projects. Right after JOAT 3, we planning on keeping it going. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep the visuals coming. We're going to keep everything raw, just like they like it. You know what I'm saying?
You came out and you wasn't joking.
Right to it.
Because I thought, like, in my mind, this is what I thought. I was like, all right, you going to come home. You going to lay up a little something for a little while. That's how I thought. But you came home. You probably laid up for 2 seconds and then was like, and your feet hit the ground. So I respect it.
That's facts. I'm right back to it, man. I just try to stay consistent and keep it going, man, because after a while, you know, this shit going to pay off.
All right. Well, shout out your social medias. Well, I always say I want to thank you for keeping it a buck with luck.
Always.
Shout out your social medias. Tell the people where they can find you, stream your music, all that.
Yeah, my name Blaccjaqq. Shout out all my homeboys. Shout out Day Day. Shout out Rock. Shout out AG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Microwave Boy. My name Blaccjaqq. You know what I'm saying? Blaccjaqq Immortal on all social media. You can find me on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Book me for the shows. Give me full features. Whatever. Let's do it.
All right, you heard him. And y'all already know, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at Only Way Out Podcast. Like and subscribe here on YouTube.
Keeping it a fucking buck with love.
That's right. Let go. So remember, if you're not keeping it real, you're not keeping it a buck. Exactly. Until next time, and we're out of here.